And whether they like it or not, Alan must come back. Alan must come back. Alan must come back.
The United Workers' Party was on the offensive at the annual Labor Day weekend barbecue in New York City this past weekend. Party Chairman Thurl Prudent, who praised the Flabo caucus in New York, issued a challenge to supporters in attendance to set preconditions for loved ones back home in the run-up to the election when it comes to remittances like shipping barrels.
Identify 10 persons you send in your barrels and remittances to. Are you hearing me? And to make sure that when election time comes, those 10 persons that are receiving your barrels and your remittances vote Flabo. You understand? So we are going to ensure this happens. We are going to ensure that the people that we take care of at home do the right thing by St. Lucia and vote a United Workers' Party government.
Speaker after speaker took aim at the incumbent SLP, in particular the political leader, Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre, whose virility and marital status were called into question.
3 years, what happened? I'm coming down. I come in. Wait for me. I come in now. And then you look up anyway. So on behalf of us over here in the New York caucus, stop coming and complain, Mr. DJ. No long conversation. Stop coming and come. Thank you. Pierre! Mr. Pierre! McDowell not working for you. The country need rescue right now. I remember when Snake was around. You know what I'm talking about, the Snake guy. And big pressure, boy, big pressure. How the man have no wife and this, that, and the other, and whatever. This thing won't get married, of course, because you're in government, you have to have a wife. Where is my partner wife? I'll tell you where it is, by the massive tree. Massive.
And if you want to win elections, you have to perform. Isn't that so? That's the only way to protect the victory is to perform. Now, most of the fellas in the Labour Party cannot perform. So they went to McDowell. But McDowell gave them a Viagra that makes them important. So they can't perform.
Despite calls last week by Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre to desist from personal attacks against the children of elected officials, UWP officials ratcheted up the ongoing inflammatory remarks about the government leader's daughter as a low-level CIP unit employee.
Young people of St. Lucia listening to me. So il pas jamais vote. Il pas jamais fait house-to-house campaign. All the labor rights. You mean that $6,000 job at CIP could not fit one of the young labor rights in St. Lucia? Open your eyes. Friends, family, and foreigners. You remember that's what they were saying? Look it now. And I have a right to speak. My wife never got a government job. They attack her left, right, and center.
The airing of grievances in the tit-for-tat and back and forth over perceived past slights continued, with the platform speakers framing the attacks as payback and par for the course in a game of hyper-partisanship.
Because Philip J. Pierre, you're the bagay about ish Philip J. Pierre, he too ka play with. Well, let me tell you something. Philip J. Pierre, I know y'all are listening. If it's for that you crying, you just start crying. Oh, they're talking about my daughter, and there is a thin line to cross. Layo teka pala about ma wima upate shoje thin line sala. Layo teka pala about Raquel Chastanet upate shoje thin line sala. Layo teka pala about Madame Guy ek le kolas upate shoje thin line sala. Me jodi ya, mwen di Labour Party, zo sa bay me zo pa kapwe. Me mwen Nancy Charles na bay yoko.
The UWP leader and former Prime Minister billed himself as a man who cares for poor St. Lucians. He expressed his belief in the existence of a smoking gun in the MSR media claims against the CBI program here and St. Kitts. Chastanet alleges that the situation has implications for U.S. visa qualifications and the domestic banking system, issues he claims he and the UWP alone can resolve. His statements echo promises he made during the 2016 election cycle.
This government needs to go. Philip Pierre is incompetent and he's a liar. And he has betrayed the trust of the people of St. Lucia. That's a fact. But that is not enough for us to win the election. You must have a fire in your belly that you want more for St. Lucia and to believe that we can have more. You must want to have a St. Lucia in which nobody is suffering. I'm going to repeat myself again. I want a St. Lucia, because it's so appropriate now, where we would not need a visa to come to America. And that is what Alan Chastanet and United Workers' Party will work every single day to get there. It doesn't matter how long, but we will continue to improve the country so that you don't need a visa to go to America.
UWP officials present also demanded early general elections. Joachim de Plessis, HTS News Force.